You remember from the last video we were doing for loops, and for loops are great at some things. They're great when you know how many times you want to go through the loop, like this time it's 10 times it's doing what's in the loop, for example, or if you're going through a specific list and you just want to touch everything in that list, like this one here. Sometimes though we don't know when we're going to finish, and then we use a different kind of loop called a while loop. I'm going to demonstrate my while loop by basically just doing this one, this whole example here again, as a while loop, and then we'll progress on to doing it as or doing something which shows you the value of using a while loop. So anyway, delete all of that. Let's start again. This time I'm going to again count up to 10, but I need a variable to begin with. I'm going to have a counter variable. Its initial value is 0. And I'm going to say while counter is less than 10. And we're going to print today is a great day. Okay. And we should spell it right, shouldn't we? Today is a great day. If I run this now, this will be a problem because the counter variable starts at 0 and stays at 0. It never changes. So this would just loop forever, which is a nice thing because today is a great day. Looping forever is a nice thought. However, probably not what we need in this program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say add 1 to the counter variable each time we go through the list. And you remember this plus equals, in this case, plus equals 1 is adding 1 each time to this counter variable. And yep, let's run that and just see what that looks like, shall we? Shouldn't be any great surprise. Today is a great day, 10 times. And just to prove the point about how it does what's in the loop and that what's indented inside the loop. And tomorrow will be 2. Tomorrow will be 2. Run that again. And we've got 10 times today is a great day, once tomorrow will be 2. All going to plan. So this counter variable starts at 0, is going up 1 each time. And that might be useful again, just the same as it was in a for loop, having a counter where we could keep track of things. So just to show you exactly the same thing again, I'm putting that counter variable in to this print formatting little statement here. And don't see that that's going to be a problem. So we've got the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I can just be a little bit more cunning. Maybe I wanted to count 1 to 10. How about if I add 1 to that variable before I print it out? So that should go 1 to 10 instead. And it does, 1 to 10. Nice. So that's all good, but it's pretty much the same as for loops. No difference there. So we use while loops when we've got some kind of condition. So what I'm going to do here, I think, is a while loop that finishes when I type in a password correctly. So let's get rid of all of, actually we won't get rid of all of it. We'll comment it all out. Format, comment our region. And what we'll do, there's a couple of fiddly little things I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with a password equal to just a blank password. There's going to be one correct password. So I'm going to say while password is not equal to the correct password, which in this case is fish, then we're going to go and get another password. So password equals input what is the password. Okay, just like that. This not equals to is a really useful thing to know as well. You know, when we've done checks before, it's been equals equals. We've done if statements. We've said if something equals this. This is not equals. Useful. Right, so I had this password variable. I had to put it up here to begin with, otherwise I wouldn't have a password to check here. But basically, this is where we start. What is the password? And I'm going to do an if statement here. And I'm going to say if password is not equal to fish, I'm going to say print access denied. Now, I'm just going to leave that there. That's all I need. I just need to say print access denied, and it's going to go back, and the loop is going to go all the way around to here, and it's going to ask for another password. However, if I did type in fish, I can just say print welcome to the secret program, because the loop will have finished if I typed in fish. Let's check that, shall we? Run module. What is the password? I'm going to type in ASDF. That is not the password. ABC123. It's not the password. How about fish? Welcome to the secret program, and the program has finished. A little bit complicated, that. So while loops are a little bit more complicated because you have to be careful about what this condition is that continues the loop to be running. In this case, password not equals to fish means we keep looping around asking for a new input. And you see I've done this slightly complicated thing. I've got an if statement inside the while loop which has got its own indentation. I don't think it's madly complicated, this, but 2 levels of indentation with a while and an if does take a little bit of thinking about, and you should check carefully that you understand how this works. So of course we can have any condition we want here, can be whatever works in our program. So that's the power of a while loop. It gives you that full control over when the loop is looping around and when it stops looping.